And a glimpse inside the locker room. Players' final few moments to prepare for the game and the task ahead. Welcome, folks. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports for the latest presentation of our NBA basketball. With Coach Stan Van Gundy and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. David Aldridge is with us as well. As the playoffs near, let's take a look at the Western Conference standings. You look at the Timberwolves, they are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all. And, of course, New Orleans. Not really any threat right now as their record's showing a lot more losses.
And, for the Pelicans, they've been strong at times this season, but they still have some holes. I think they're a playoff caliber team. I just don't think they're a championship caliber team.
Yeah, and that's not a knock on them. This is where most people expected them to be. They just don't have the talent to be up there with the contenders.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans. Lob it forward, Ingram and Williamson. DeJounte Murray is out there with C.J. McCollum. And it's Tice in at the pivot, manning the middle. And for the Timberwolves, some big guys down front on the block, Towns and Gobert. Be out there with Anthony Edwards. And it's Ingles in at the 3 slot. Entering the home stretch of the season, GA, how excited are you for the play-in tournament?
Oh, it's a lot of fun, Kevin. You can go from a 10th seed to making the playoffs. It makes this part of the year that much more entertaining.
And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves getting the first points of the ball game. McCollum passes to Ingram. Back to McCollum. Some nice passing here by New Orleans. Murray, good.
Well, Murray's ability to hit the 3 makes their offense that much more versatile.
Here's B. Misses the layup. He had him with that pump fake. And we've got a whistle. The refs are indicating it's a transition take foul. It's going to be a shot and the ball. New Orleans shooting their first free throw of the game right now.
Yeah, pretty good numbers on the season when you look at their free throw attempts, right around 78%.
And GA, what you have to admire about C.J. McCollum is he is the consummate pro.
Yeah, at this stage of his career, he's the adult in the room, and he's grown into a connector on the floor while still being that professional scorer.
And the shot goes down.
Well, you just got to love the control McCollum possesses on those in-between jumpers.
With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. I spoke briefly with Chris Finch. The first player that Coach mentioned was Zion Williamson. He said, we don't see anyone like Zion all year. His power is unmatched, but Zion also has the touch and burst. We have to create a wall around the basket. Now, we've seen Zion play, and I think he's going to break through that wall more than once. Guys?
All right, David, thanks. Drains it from beyond the arc.
Well, when it comes to big men, you're not going to find a better catch-and-shoot option than Cat.
Pass to Tice. And here is Williamson. Driving in, and he lays it straight in.
Look, I'll tell you, Zion, that's one powerful guy going to the basket.
Here's B. He's guarded by McCollum. Out to Edwards. That one goes. Count it.
Just a ferocious play by Edwards. Taking the contact, but staying committed to his finish.
Pass to McCollum. Williamson outside. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound, Minnesota. They defeated the Pelicans in their last game.
Well, it helps when your opponent makes that many mistakes. I thought that was the story of the game.
Yeah, you got to think Coach will show this one as an example of what not to do. You got to take care of the ball.
Ingram wide open. That's tipped, and so the ball out of bounds. Gobert touched it last. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him.
And the stat to look at is his steal total over the last 5 games. He's been focusing more on his defense, trying to be a disruptor, and it's made them a lot tougher on D.
Now here's Ingram. He had 25 points last game. Williamson right side. 6 on the shot clock. Shoots over Towns. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Well, he's more than comfortable in the mid-range, but you can't make them all.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It's going to be on Zion Williamson.
And you don't ever want to get into the habit of letting the offense get to the rim.
Minnesota shooting their first free throws of the game right now. Now the Pelicans have lost in the first round GA of the playoffs in 2 of the last 3 years.
And with how good the West is right now, they knew they couldn't stand pat. They felt the urgency to make some changes this offseason in order to take the next step.
Now here's Ingram. Scoreless thus far. Williamson against Towns. And it's Williamson missing.
Well, I know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
B the pass to Towns. Now here's Gobert. Towns, a screen on McCollum. Pass to Towns. Over in the corner, Edwards. Minnesota needs to get off a shot here. Towns, no luck. Pelicans trail by 4. Ingram with it. Now defended by Gobert. Here's McCollum. And the Pelicans miss again. Timberwolves have gone 4 of 7 from the field, shooting over 50%. Here's B. The rebound by Brandon Ingram. New Orleans has gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Will it go? Good work defensively by Ingles. Minnesota leading by 4. B the pass to Gobert. Here's B. From outside the arc, Zion Williamson grabs the miss. For New Orleans, they've gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Williamson double teamed. 17-foot shot on the way. And good. Got the English that time as it falls.
Well, there, instead of forcing the issue, Zion takes what the defense gives him.
Here's B. The Timberwolves again can't hit.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
And Edwards slams it in.
Talk about a guy who runs the floor. Edwards gets down there on the fast break so quickly.
Pelicans trail by 4. Murray outside. Here's Ingram. Takes it off the glass.
Well, look, he's struggled so far, but maybe that basket is all he needs to get going.
Minnesota's gotten just 2 of 6 to fall from 3-point range so far in the first. Here's B, covered by Williamson. Here's B. Nice open look, but it's no good.
And that's one he wants back, just wide open, but not able to connect that time.
Already his second foul. He's in danger of getting into serious foul trouble early in this game.
And some changes here for the Timberwolves. Naz Reid, he's checked in for Gobert. McDaniels comes in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Mike Conley subbed in for Joe Ingles. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for the Pelicans.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Here's B. Hits the three-point bomb. B's got 10.
And he's not going to miss that sort of an opportunity from D.
Knocked away. There's the drive and the dunk to finish it off. A beauty.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And it's Williamson missing.
Yeah, not at his most efficient this quarter. He's got to work on finding high percentage shots.
Reid with a screen on McCollum. Here's B. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Well, he has owned this quarter. A major reason they're up right now.
Pelicans trail by 10. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively for sure.
And it's Murray with the jam.
If the opportunity presents itself, Murray will explode to the rim.
Here's B. Against New Orleans, who is really on his game. Pass to McDaniels. Here's B. He's covered by Murray. B, the pass to Reid. And a miss there on the triple. And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 8-point game coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Yeah, those opposing crowds can put you off balance at the stripe, but you got to block out the noise and make those free throws.
And out of bounds as the Timberwolves gain possession. And we've seen Stan DeJounte Murray prove for years that he is a 20-point player.
Yeah, and Kevin, he can score as a point guard or he can be off the ball. But the best thing about DeJounte Murray, he is a great two-way player, one of the best guard defenders we have in this league.
Alexander Walker, he's checked in for Edwards. Right now, I'd send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, B in that last game against New Orleans lit up the floor. He scored an incredible number of points, and so much of that damage he does is from long range. A mind-blowing effort, one that's going to be hard to repeat, but hard to bet against him. Kevin?
Thanks, David. Greg, it was obvious. He was having a lot of fun out there. Tremendous victory.
I'll tell you, he may have been enjoying himself, but whoever was matched up against him certainly wasn't.
Yeah, well, winning is usually fun, especially when you have it going like he did.
And the defense looks soft early on. They've got to sum it up. A little more sense of urgency.
Pass to Ingram. Shoots over Alexander Walker. And that one's good. Ingram's got his second basket.
Well, that could be a tough shot, but easy there for Brandon Ingram.
2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Here's Alexander Walker. Off target with his three. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Ingram up top. The layup off target. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves in control with a 9-point lead to end the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And welcome back to the second quarter of action. Plenty of basketball left to play, but this one has been one-sided so far. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Timberwolves.
Well, the coaching staff's game plan is very clear. Move the ball on the perimeter and shoot the shots with no hesitation.
And they are also just outworking the opposition in transition. When the break is on, they've continued to find ways to score.
The post tandem will be Towns and Reed. Nickeil Alexander-Walker out there with B, and it's Ingles in at the small forward. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. Now here's Jones. 11 points for him in that last game against the Timberwolves in Minneapolis. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Minnesota leading by 11. Here's B. Shot number 12 goes in. He's made 7 of 12 now.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Another steal. Driving to the basket. Oh, and there's the one-handed jam.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
Absolutely. They're playing their game and executing at a real high level. Everything is working for them right now.
And Trey Murphy gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
And they're losing their concentration here, guys. Just sloppy with the ball.
And the Timberwolves making a change here. Edwards is checked in, and New Orleans also making a change. McCollum's checked in for Hawkins. Edwards passes to Reed. Nice ball movement by Minnesota. Pass to B. Poke loose. And now here comes Jones leading the break. A three from McCollum in the hoop for his third make from the field. He's 3 for 4 thus far in the contest.
Yeah, McCollum is a real danger at the arc. He's an efficient long-range bomber.
B, the pass to Towns. The offensive rebound to the left wing. And so it looks like the Timberwolves will retain possession here.
And he jumped out to that ball immediately. Great reaction on...
So Chris Finch calls for the timeout. Wants to regroup and go over the strategy. Minnesota leading by 17. Greg, this is some kind of note. Last year, Minnesota, for just the second time, had ever won a series in the postseason.
Yeah, they've been bounced in the first round, 10 of 12 appearances. But last year's team was different. Their elite defense fueled the conference finals run.
And so it's McCollum with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. They've got the Pistons ahead of them in their next game in Detroit. That'll be the last game of their very short 3-game road tour. To the left side wing. Williamson against Gobert. Shot clock at 5. Crafty move. And that one clearly a foul. Gets the whistle and 2 shots coming up. It's going to be on Rudy Gobert. So, Coach, thinking about Zion Williamson and his impact on the game. Sometimes his playmaking can be overlooked a little bit.
Yeah, Kevin, this guy is really unselfish, and I think Zion actually relishes setting up teammates for shots more than he likes to score. He knows he's going to draw a lot of attention, and he creates shots for his team.
Just hearing you talk, I know you really like him, even personally, don't you? You love him as a player, but personally you like him.
Just a great person.
So it's the Timberwolves now. Zion Williamson unable to get his last shot to go. Pass to Tice. And the Pelicans miss again. Minnesota leading by 18. Here's B. 23 points in the game. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
McCollum kicks to Tice. To the inside. Murray. And it's Murray with the jam.
Yeah, this has been an outstanding night for Murray. Consistent, efficient, doing it all at the offensive end.
Here's B. He's got 25. Pass to McDaniels. 55 seconds left in the second quarter. B can't get it to go.
Well, he started out with 3 triples in the first quarter, but he hasn't been able to connect from distance here in the second.
McCollum outside for 3. Ingram. Rebound, Minnesota. Gobert's got 6 rebounds here tonight. Pass to B. Gobert dishes to Conley. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Gobert with a screen on Ingram. 3 attempt offline from B. Williamson outside. Outside for Murray. Williamson in the post. And that one is off. And through one half, it hasn't even been close. Timberwolves lead by 18. From Target Center, back in a moment.
These are return tickets from the court. And get ready for the big half-court shot. Drums, please. They're entering the shot. Let's hear it for the participants.
Hey folks, thanks for joining us. It would be an understatement to say it's been a great half for the Minnesota Timberwolves.
When you shoot it efficiently, the probability of winning goes way up. It also saves you wasted energy.
Yeah, sometimes teams try hard, but they're disorganized. Not these guys.
And let's move on to the race for Rookie of the Year. A lot of young talent in the league this season.
I think it's fair to say we know how this probably is going to shake out. But crazier things have happened.
And that is it for halftime, folks. It is back to Kevin Harlan and the crew for the second half.
Well, we've got a second half of basketball for you. We think it's going to be pretty good. A big comeback, though, is needed for this game to be competitive, and it probably has to happen quickly. You know, B has been exceptional here, guys.
Yeah, the passing he brings to the table on full display through the first 2 quarters.
Well, it's nothing new for him. They are at their best when he's setting the table like that.
Here's Murray. So the Pelican 5 right now. Tice at center with Williamson next to him. McCollum is out there with DeJounte Murray. And it's Ingram in at the 3. Down low, here's Williamson, and the dunk by Williamson.
Yeah, and that's about as natural as breathing to him. Zion lives above the rim.
Stan, you've been on the bench in the NBA for many decades. What were some of your biggest pet peeves as a coach?
Oh my gosh, Kevin, that would be a long list. But the 2 biggest would be this. I think number 1, anytime there was a lack of effort, not running back on defense, things like that, that I had a hard time tolerating. And then mental breakdowns, things we had prepared for over and over and over again, and then guys just zone out and forget what they're supposed to do. Those were things that were hard to tolerate.
Especially when you would take such care in preparing them in every way. That's got to be just excruciating.
Frustrating as heck.
Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Thank you, Kevin. Anthony Edwards is figuring things out. He said there's levels. My first few years, I looked for my shot and nothing else. I've learned that I can't win without my teammates and that I have to throw them the ball too. It's a team game. I know that now. Kevin, I know it too, so I'm throwing it back to you.
And you're the best teammate we could have. Thank you, David. Ingram, again, the Pelicans score.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally in sync.
Boom, he jams it straight down.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Out to Edwards. Here's B. He's got 29 points. Just 5 to shoot. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. And the defense of the Timberwolves stand as good as it gets.
Well, Kevin, they can compete with anyone when it comes to size, not just up front, but on the wings. They're long and athletic, but it all comes down to execution, and they get it done.
Naz Reid, he's checked in for Minnesota. A veteran in the NBA, C.J. McCollum, seems to have adjusted nicely, don't you think, to his role as elder statesman.
Kevin, even going back years, I always thought that C.J. McCollum was one of the most consistent guys in the league. Seems like every time you check the box score, he'd have over 20 points, but never like 40, just every night, pencil him in. 20 to 30 in those range, 5 or 6 assists, high percentage. This guy is as consistent as they come.
And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play. The Timberwolves have been excellent at the free throw line here today. A flawless 6 for 6. That's good from B. You know, Greg, it's been great to see the Pelicans get to the next level these past few seasons, hasn't it?
It has, and they've become one of the deeper teams in the NBA over that time. It's not just about one guy. There's talent up and down that roster.
McCollum outside to the paint. He's looking for Williamson and finds him. And it's Ingram missing.
And I was sure that was money on that one, but everyone is afforded an easy miss or two.
Yeah, it was a great look. Sometimes they don't fall. You've just got to keep taking great shots.
And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. Pelicans trail by 21. Another steal. B, the pass to Edwards. And basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
Pass to Tice. To the right side. Towns against Williamson. 6 to shoot. They get it again. Another shot. And that's good off the glass that time. Williamson's got 13.
And such a force moving around the paint. Zion goes where he wants.
Driving the lane.
And that's a special play coming from the one spot.
You know, his passing can take a backseat for that dunk. Wow.
Wow, that is an impressive vertical for a point guard. My goodness.
Here's Ingram. Hits from the high post. Ingram's got 6 points in the quarter. Minnesota leading by 21. Here's B. He's got 36. Pass to Ingles. He gets that one. He has 6.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Murray outside. And it's McCollum in the corner. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. Murray's got his 5th assist in this one.
An outstanding three-point shooter. You've got to chase McCollum off those corners.
Here's B. Banked in off the glass. B's got 38 points.
They're doing a really good job of getting the ball inside and attacking the paint. That's an area they have completely dominated.
And so it's Willie Green here calling timeout. And coach has decided they need a moment to talk things over. Jones checked in for the Timberwolves. Herbert Jones, he's checked in for New Orleans. Tice kicks to Ingram. New Orleans moving it around. Shot clock at 6. Tice with a screen on Ingles. And it's Ingram missing. Timberwolves leading by 22. Ingles in the corner. Here's B. He has 38 in the game. Pass to Towns. Tries again. Zion Williamson grabs the miss. Williamson's got his 6th rebound on the night. Tice with a screen on Ingles. Near the three-point line, it's Ingram. And again, no good by New Orleans. To the middle, and now the Timberwolves on the break. B can't get it to go.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Yeah, that's one he'd like to have back. Those are the opportunities you have to convert.
Now here's Williamson. 13 points in the game. Tice sets a screen for Jones. Kept alive. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up.
Second team foul.
All right, well, a look at how the points have been generated so far. Scoring breakdown for the Timberwolves.
Well, they've been hitting threes at a high clip, and the defense hasn't done enough to challenge them at the line. They need to close out and run them off the three.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Hey, Stan, as a coach, what was the most difficult part when transitioning from college to the pros?
That's a great question, Kevin, and I think 2 things. Number one, the length and the pace of the season. You just didn't have the time to prepare for the next game. Everything was sped up. And then, obviously, the talent of the players, so you're trying to game plan and come up with a way to stop guys who are essentially unstoppable.
Now Murray, after the missed 3 from B. Shot from 16. Minnesota with the rebound. On the wing, Jones. Reed with a screen on Jones. B, the pass to Jones. Out to the wing. From downtown, Timberwolves with a fresh shot clock. And Reed throws it down.
Just one of many things Reed contributes on the floor. His ability to save plays by just being in the right place.
Murray, the pass to Tice. Jones with it. And then Jones with the jam.
And he just elevates and powers in the one-hander.
Textbook. And it's Jones with the ball for the Minnesota Timberwolves. B, the pass to McDaniels. Here's B. Driving inside. And the layup's good off the glass. B's got 40 points.
Man, just adding insult to injury. He just waltzes inside and extends this lead.
Well, it's not going to get any easier if they can't improve their defensive intensity, they got to show some fight.
Now here's Murray. 15 points in the game. And Jones has it in the corner. That's in there. Murray with the assist. Murray's got his 6th assist on the night.
Well, Jones likes the corner shot. He's put in the work to get fairly consistent from that area.
Here's B. He has 40. Going inside. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
So it's the Pelicans now. After the basket by Minnesota, Jones finds Murray. Williamson outside. Shoots over McDaniel. And it's Williamson missing. Timberwolves leading by 22. Shot from the wing. And again, it's Minnesota.
Takes a lot of control to hit that mid-ranger, and McDaniels has it.
Now here's Ingram. 10 points for him. We've got 13 seconds left to play in the third. Jones, no luck. Here's B. McDaniels, a screen on Murray. And so it's the Minnesota Timberwolves rolling along with a 27-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've had active hands and have forced a lot of turnovers in this one. We'll get right back to the action when we return. And a worthy candidate tonight as we take a look at our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
Lineup here for the Timberwolves. The Pelicans also changing it up. Daniel Tice is checked in for Green. Williamson comes in for Trey Murphy. And it's Brandon Ingram in for DeJounte Murray. Here's B, defended by Jones. And the call is going to be, yes, it is, an illegal screen.
And not the most common call you'll see in the NBA, but hard to argue that pick wasn't illegal.
Yeah, and that's maybe something that should be called more. We see a lot of moving screens in today's NBA.
Some big guys down front on the block. Towns and Gobert. Conley out there with B, and it's Edwards in at the small forward position. So that's the lineup for Minnesota. And so it's Minnesota with it, following the three-point attempt by C.J. McCollum. B can't get it to go. The Pelicans have gone 8 of 11 from the field in the final period. Great shooting down the stretch. In recent history, GA, we've seen some so-called redshirt rookies really thrive in their first season.
Oh, great call, partner. Blake Griffin, Joel Embiid, Chet Holmgren, the latest, were all forced to sit out their first year, but they got to be around the team, soak up as much knowledge as possible, and you can't really argue with the results.
Stan, no one knows Williamson's game more than you. You know it firsthand. Zion's physicality makes him incredibly difficult to defend.
Well, there's no question, Kevin. He's virtually unstoppable going to the basket. But as time goes on, you know everybody's athleticism decreases a little. If he's going to age well in the league, he's going to need to have that jump shot as a weapon.
I'm sure you told him that, didn't you?
I tried. Well, with the way that Zion invites contact, he spends a lot of his time at the free throw line.
Ingram outside. Clock at 4. Puts up a deep 3. Karl Anthony Towns with the rebound. Towns has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one. B, the pass to Edwards. And again, Minnesota with the triple.
Their 3rd three-pointer in a row.
And Ingram has got the ball here for the Pelicans. Hey, Stan, we've exported so much corporate basketball knowledge overseas. Remember when Fratello and you and your brother Jeff would go over there and have these clinics and teach the coaches the game. And they've taken that knowledge clearly and run with it.
No, I think that definitely happened when those guys went over. I think now it's sort of going the other way in large part. I know that all of us in the league now study what the great coaches in Europe are doing, and there's a lot of them, and the game is different, but they incorporate a lot of different concepts. I don't know a staff in the league that isn't spending a lot of time studying in the international game.
And here is Williamson after the three-pointer from B. And Williamson throws it down.
What a move. Few do it as well as Zion Williamson.
Here's B. Towns the screen. Fires the 3. And the rebound goes to the Pelicans. Williamson's got rebound number 8 here tonight in the game. Kicks it out to Jones. Good, and the assist goes to Williamson. Jones has got 8 here in the quarter.
Yeah, you have to give him a lot of credit here. He's turned things around after a disappointing first half.
Here he goes. Gobert with a screen on Jones. B, the pass to Edwards. Here's B, defended by Jones. Towns, a screen on Jones. Towns with the bucket.
Relentless effort from Towns inside, powering through the contact.
The Pelicans shooting it pretty well, close to 50%. Hawkins passes to Tice. Williamson with it. With the drive, and foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. That one is on Towns.
3rd team foul.
And the league clearly focused on making regular season games matter. Right? You think more steps are coming?
Well, let's give the league credit because they've left no stone unturned. The play-in, the in-season tournament, the 65 games rule, all implemented with that in mind.
And he knocks down the first one. And defensively, Stan, the Pelicans look to try and switch as much as they can.
Yeah, Kevin, and it makes sense with their personnel. It can mean reduced minutes for traditional centers at times, but that's the defensive philosophy they've committed to.
Looking at who's out there now for the Timberwolves. McDaniels, he's checked in for Karl Anthony Towns. And Nickeil Alexander-Walker in for Edwards. And both free throws good for Williamson.
And when he's healthy, Zion is a force, an athletic freak who makes an impact on both ends.
Well, he's been a lot of their offense, and the numbers certainly show it.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded closer. Tries it from 9. Down and drops through the net for his 9th bucket. He is 9 for 13 so far.
Well, McCollum very smooth with the handle, creating the separation he needs.
Here's B, and the officials call a traveling violation. Reed, he's checked in for Gobert. And here's McCollum. Pass to Tice. It's Ingram on the wing. Defended by Alexander Walker. So with Brandon Ingram's height and his shooting ability, Stan, he can get about any shot he wants, can he?
Yeah, Kevin, any shot at any time. You know, his ball handling is a lot better than people think. He can get to his spots on the floor. And a little bit like Kevin Durant, he can just rise up over people, and he's got a great ability to make really tough shots look easy.
What a fun player to watch. And that one falls for Ingram. Stan, I look at your list of players you've coached, some incredible scorers along the way, including Brandon Ingram. Let's zero in on him. What makes him so good?
Well, Kevin, look, when you've got Brandon Ingram's size and then you have the ability to get where you want to go on the floor, and you can just get to that spot and rise up above people and knock down shots, you're virtually impossible to stop one-on-one, and that's what Brandon Ingram has.
What a talent. Here's B. And Reed has it in the corner. Clock at 6. Back to McDaniel. Bangs home the trifecta.
And one team is just completely outclassing the other tonight. Spirited performance, and it really ignited what is turning out to be a monster win here for the Timberwolves.
Tonight, they seem committed to the three-point shot.
That was the bread and butter. Fortunately, they made enough of those, but sometimes it was quantity over quality.
And now racking up there, I can't believe I'm saying it, 71st victory of the season. Wow. Not something that happens often. What a ride it's been for this team.
And once it becomes official, this win gives them a nice confidence boost against this team. They'll face them twice more this season.
And one of the key components to this victory, if not the biggest, was the incredible performance for B.
And how about his defense in this one? He was just wreaking havoc and racking up the steals. Really tremendous effort on that end.
Tice, no good. Pass to B. 29 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Drills the three-pointer. B's got 53.
Impressive job by the players, coaches, and don't discount the impact of these fans.
No, I'd be lying if I said the crowd doesn't have an impact. It's certainly felt from the head coach all the way down.
And here is Murray. Following the three from B, Tice passes to McCollum. With the fadeaway. That shot off. And so it's the Timberwolves taking care of business here. They poured it on tonight. Dominant showing in front of a crowd that loved every minute of it.
And, you know, this game could really be a defining one for what they can do when they are playing at their best. I mean, being here at home no doubt helps, and the execution was flawless.
And that's going to do it tonight, folks, for our broadcast. For Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan. Thanks for being with us tonight on 2K Sports. We'll see you later.